My dear, I didn't move on. Just dressed my pain in verses no one dared read. I built walls of silence to hide the chaos you left behind. Moving on was a lie, I told myself between shattered breaths. I painted my scars with light, so no one would notice the bleeding. The truth is, I am still tangled in the echoes of your absence. Every "I'm fine" was a mask cracked by unseen tears. I traded your memory for poetry, hoping it would stop the ache. My soul rehearsed goodbye, but my heart stayed stuck in yesterday's ruins. They see calm oceans beneath. A storm rages, untamed, unspoken. The past clings like shadows, refusing to let me step into the sun. I am a ghost haunting my own dreams of escape. The silence between words screams the truth I bury deep inside. I made peace look beautiful, but inside, war never ceased. Every smile hides a war zone of thoughts you'll never witness. I crafted lies so tender, they almost felt like truth. You left. Truly let go. Just learn to breathe without you. I moved forward, dragging pieces of you like invisible chains. My heart learned to speak in riddles so no one would understand. I whispered goodbye to you, but screamed it to myself at night. The poetry is a veil. Beneath it, raw, bleeding honesty waits. I wore my pain like a secret jewel no one could steal. Moving on was a script. I played my part flawlessly, unseen tears on cue. I let the world believe I healed while my soul stayed fractured. The silence after you was louder than any confession. My soul still dances with your ghost in quiet desperation. I don't miss you. I miss the illusion of what we were. I bottled regret, labeled it growth, and handed it to strangers. The poetry saved me from the madness I refused to name. I didn't walk away. I stumbled, blindfolded, hoping for peace. The past isn't buried. It's just perfectly hidden under polished words. I learned to love the lie because the truth was unbearable. You live in my verses, a haunting refrain I can't escape. I smiled so fiercely, it scared my own reflection away. The wound never healed, it just learned to bleed quietly. I sold my broken heart as art no one wanted to buy. I am the quiet storm that no one saw coming. I rewrote our story, erasing the parts that hurt too much. I didn't lose you. I lost myself trying to forget. Every goodbye was a question I never dared answer. I wore my sorrow like perfume, hoping someone would notice the scent. My tears wrote poems you never read. I hid behind smiles like armor forged in heartbreak. The truth is heavier than the lies I whispered to myself. I moved on only in public. Inside, I'm still holding your hand. My heart learned to beat in the silence you left behind. I'm a mirror cracked, reflecting a broken love no one understands. I let you go, but your shadow still clings to my soul. I turn pain into prose, hoping to outlast the memories. The ache is a song I hum when no one's listening. I kept the pieces of us scattered, where no one could find them. I don't forget, you just fade into the background of my grief. The lie was beautiful, until the silence swallowed it whole. I built a fortress of words to keep your ghost at bay. I didn't heal, I just learned to hide the cracks better. The past whispers your name loud enough to break me again. I pretended to forget, but my heart kept the score. You're the poem I can't stop rewriting, no matter how much it hurts. I moved on like a shadow, moves with the sun, never truly free. The pain is a secret garden I visit when no one watches. I speak in riddles so no one knows the truth I carry. I learned to love the silence you left behind because it speaks volumes. I'm the unsent letter you'll never read, filled with raw confessions. The lie gave me freedom. The truth only chained me deeper. I danced with ghosts until they became the only company I knew. I wear your absence like a wound that never fully scars. The poetry's my confession. No one hears the screams beneath. I made peace with pain, but the war inside never ends. I didn't move on. I just learned to carry the weight differently. My heart's a fragile glass house shattered by your leaving. I whispered lies to survive. The truth nearly broke me. I wrapped my grief in beauty, so no one questioned the silence. You left footprints on my soul, impossible to erase. The pain is my secret language, only I understand its meaning. I'm still here, a shadow of once were. I painted my heartbreak with colors no one saw. I learned to breathe around the holes you left behind. I didn't move on. I just learned to hide the cracks in my smile. The poetry was a mask. The truth was a broken heart screaming. I live between what was and what I pretend now. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I wear your memory like an unspoken prayer, heavy and sacred. I told myself goodbye, but my soul kept rewriting the story. Every breath without you feels like a slow, painful confession. I don't move on. I fold your absence into every silent moment. I buried you deep, but your shadow still drapes over my heart. The ache is a secret rhythm I dance to alone at midnight. I learned to hide my broken pieces behind a flawless smile. My heart whispers your name in the quiet hours. No one sees. I let go of you only to catch your ghost in my dreams. The poetry was my rebellion against a love I couldn't forget. I walked away, but my soul never left the ruins you made. I'm a quiet scream in a world too loud to hear pain. I hid my tears in the spaces between the words I wrote. I didn't move on. I just mastered the art of pretending. Your absence carved hollow echoes in the chambers of my chest. I dressed my heartbreak in moonlight, hoping it would glow softer. I'm a silent song of regret that no one knows how to play. I gave up fighting the past. It fights me with every heartbeat. The truth is a wound I cover with poetry's delicate lace. I'm still tangled in the web of memories you spun so fine. I made peace with your leaving, but my soul still rebels. My silence is louder than any words I failed to say. I broke my own heart just to feel something again. I wear your absence like armor. No one can penetrate. I moved on in shadows, where no one could witness my pain. The lie was a melody. The truth, a discordant scream inside me. I'm still learning how to live without the warmth of your touch. My soul carries your ghost like a secret tattoo beneath my skin. I whispered, lies until they tasted like bitter truth on my tongue. I lost myself trying to forget you, and found only emptiness. The poetry holds the fragments I can't piece back together. I'm a fading light caught between letting go and holding on. Still trapped in the echoes of promises we never kept. I paint my grief in colors only loneliness understands. I don't miss you. I miss who I was when you were here. My heart's a quiet battlefield of love lost and dreams shattered. I wear my sorrow like a second skin. No one can touch. I still listen for your voice in the spaces between my thoughts. The lie kept me sane. The truth would have destroyed me. I am the silent witness to the end of a love that burned bright. I built a cage of words to hold the wild ache inside me. I'm still reaching for the part of you that never left. The pain is a ghost that dances in the corners of my mind. I am a fragile wound disguised as unbreakable strength. I lied to myself every day, hoping the pain would fade. Your absence is a storm I walk through, soaked but unbowed. I'm still writing love letters that I'll never send to you. I wrapped my sorrow in silence, so no one would hear its cry. Still falling apart. Quietly, behind the mask I wear. The lie was a bridge, the truth, a chasm too wide to cross. I'm still haunted by the scent of the life we never had. I speak in riddles to hide the truth I can't face alone. My heart is a book with pages torn by your leaving. I am the echo of a love story that ended before it began. I learned to love the lie because the truth was unbearable. I'm still waiting for a goodbye that never came from you. I wear your silence like a shroud around my restless soul. I'm the wound you left unhealed, hidden beneath poetry's grace. I painted over heartbreak with colors borrowed from fading dreams. The pain speaks softly. Only my soul hears its honest song. I'm still breathing in the space where your laughter used to live. I never moved on. I just learned to carry the weight with grace. I'm a secret story no one else knows how to read. I'm still trapped in the quiet between your leaving and my healing. The poetry was a shield against the storm raging inside me. I lost myself in the lie, hoping to find peace in shadows. I'm still tethered to memories like fragile threads of a broken dream. I whispered your name to the night, begging it to bring you back. I didn't move on. I just learned to live with your ghost. I hide my truth beneath layers of words. Only I understand. The ache is a secret hymn I sing when no one listens. I'm the silent tear that falls when the world forgets to see. I'm still haunted by the love that slipped through my fingers. I moved on in silence. The pain screamed louder than words ever could. I wrapped my broken heart in verses no one dared to read. I'm still dancing with shadows of a love that never was. I wear your memory like a tattoo beneath my skin, forever marked. I lied to myself to survive, but the truth always finds a way. I'm still learning how to breathe without the weight of your absence. Here's, I'm a ghost walking through the ruins of what we once dreamed. I wrapped my pain in silk so no one saw the jagged edges beneath. I lied to the world. My heart whispered your name every night. I'm still trapped in the story I told myself to survive. The lie was beautiful, the truth. A bitter pill I swallowed alone. I didn't move on. I just learned to live with invisible wounds. Every goodbye I said was a silent scream buried in my chest. I painted smiles over tears no one ever noticed bleeding. The poetry was my shield from a love I could never forget. I'm still walking the tightrope between letting go and holding on too tight. I hid the broken pieces beneath layers of quiet resilience. My heart's still tangled in the webs of what we never finished. I am a secret storm nobody knew was raging inside me. I made peace look effortless while my soul screamed in silence. I traded truth for a lie so beautiful. I almost believed it. I didn't move on. I just stopped pretending to be okay. I held onto the lie because the truth would have shattered me. Your absence carved hollows where my laughter used to live. I'm still the silent echo of a love you forgot to keep. I wore my pain like perfume, hoping someone would smell the sorrow. I'm still a ghost walking through the ruins of yesterday's promises. I whispered, lies so soft they sounded like lullabies to my broken heart. The poetry was a cage, the truth, the key I lost long ago. I never moved on. I just learned to breathe with a shattered soul. I'm still tangled in the silence you left behind, suffocating softly. I made you a memory wrapped in verses only I understood. I'm still writing love letters that will never reach your hands. I hid my tears behind smiles that fooled even my reflection. I lied to myself, hoping someday the ache would disappear. I'm still holding on to the ghost of a love too fragile to last. I painted over heartbreak with colors borrowed from fading dreams. The silence between us screams louder than any goodbye. I didn't move on. I just buried my truth beneath poetic lies. I'm still the broken melody echoing in the halls of my heart. I hid my pain like a secret tattoo beneath my skin. I traded your memory for verses nobody ever dared to read. I'm still learning how to live with a heart full of questions. I whispered your name to the night, hoping for a miracle. I lied to survive. The truth was too much to bear alone. I'm still trapped in the shadows of a love I couldn't hold. I painted smiles over the cracks no one was meant to see. The poetry was my rebellion against a silence I couldn't break. I didn't move on. I just became fluent in the language of loss. I'm still dancing with shadows of a love that slipped away. I wore your absence like a crown of thorns on my soul. I hid my sorrow beneath verses that sang of quiet despair. I lied to myself every night, hoping the pain would fade. I am still the silent tear that falls when no one's watching. I made peace look beautiful while my heart shattered in pieces. I'm still the ghost of a love that no longer exists. I wrapped my grief in words nobody else dared to hear. I lied to the world. My soul screamed in silence. I'm still caught in the web of memories that refuse to fade. I painted over heartbreak with a brush dipped in fragile hope. The truth is a wound I hide beneath a smile. I didn't move on, I just learned to carry the weight alone. I'm still the quiet storm that no one sees coming. I wore my pain like armor forged in heartbreak's fire. I whispered lies so soft they almost sounded like truth. I'm still holding onto fragments of a love that slipped away. I hid my tears in the spaces between the words I wrote. I lied to myself to survive the silence you left behind. I'm still tangled in the threads of a story we never finished. I painted my sorrow with colors only loneliness understands. I didn't move on, I just learned to hide. My scars with grace, I'm still the echo of a love that refused to fade. I wore your memory like a secret no one else could see. I whispered your name into the void, waiting for an answer. I lied to myself every day, hoping the ache would ease. I'm still the shadow of a love I couldn't hold on to. I hid my pain behind verses that nobody dared to read. I painted smiles over tears, no one noticed bleeding. The poetry was my shield against a love I lost too soon. I didn't move on. I just learned to live with invisible wounds. I'm still trapped in the story I told myself to survive. I wrapped my pain in silk, so no one saw the jagged edges. I lied to the world. My heart whispered your name every night. I'm still walking the tightrope between letting go and holding on. I hid the broken pieces beneath layers of quiet resilience. My heart's still tangled in the webs of what we never finished. I'm a secret storm nobody knew was raging inside me. I made peace look effortless while my soul screamed in silence.